Hi everyone, we're getting started with a little School World teacher webpage introduction, and this introduction will just give you the basics of the School World teacher page, how to get to it, the basics of the site, how it is basically set up, navigation around the pages and that, and then further videos will show you kind of some more, I guess, intricate parts of the site that really can get it up and running for your students and parents and anyone else who might view it publicly on the website. So we're going to go to where it's housed. It'd be a good idea probably to bookmark this on your site at some point on your computer in your classroom or your home PC or whatever. We're going to go to www.starpoint. You can see it came up on mine already fast. starpointcsd.org/staff. And that's going to take us to the teacher site's School World login. I have a sample site set up for the Tech Integrator, so I'm going to hit Tech and Integrator. And then my password, which once we get into the site you'll be able to change. And that's going to take me to the background for School World's teacher page. And just the basics of it, as you can see as I move my mouse around, you'll see up in the top corner, Tech Integrator. Okay, this is a teacher page management area, as they call it. Across the top there is some email attached to it. As far as using it, I know when I was in the classroom, I never used it because I had my school email, so I didn't really have to worry about that. But if you were you ran an outside organization and used this, you probably might use this email to house emails from parents or from people in your club. Home button, that takes you always back to this spot right here. View site, which allows you, when you click on this, open up another window if you want to preview what it looks like when you do things to it. It'll go to a quick link, and then you can see this is my page. And it's just the basics of what the default that they give you. So that's what that button's for. And then make sure, as always, whenever you finish a program, you want to log out of it. Over on the left-hand side are default 4 things that they give you. The site content, applications, advanced, and management, where you're going to manage some spots of the site from this. And School World's been really good lately of adding on something that says help, and their help section has gotten so much better. So I'm going to give you the basics of the site, but you can see when you want to do something with the site, it's pretty easy to get a refresher, or if you don't know how to do something, go to one of their quick step guides under help, which is nice. And I like that it opens up a separate tab so that you can keep it up when you're working, and you can go back and forth with it. So that's the basics of the site, at least in terms of the buttons that are on the top and along the bottom. When you're going along the site content, you can see that there are some main things on. Some of the ways that the interface is set up is you have these buttons over here that all say on, and you have them on all of the ones that are there. You see they're all on. Advanced doesn't have them, but just the site content and the applications do. So especially early on when you're building your site, the last thing you want is dead parts of your site that really have nothing in them and just look like they haven't been touched or moved. So if news is not something you're going to use, then you would just click on this and it would turn it off, and it would end up in the off-site area up here because it's been turned off. And once you click it back on, it ends up back in your list. Okay. Same thing with the applications. There's a lot in there. Some people don't use the calendar application or list their books or links or slideshows or forms or blog. Any of those you're not going to use, I would suggest turning them off. I know when I started to use this, I turned them all off first and built them, and as I finished building them, I turned them on and they appeared on my site, because you really don't want dead parts of your site. And when you go to my site, this is just an example of a site, you can see this is the default message that they give you. If I click on news, there's no news. Resources, no resources. Homework, there's no homework. So it's really kind of crummy to have those pages up, and especially if you have kids that want to thumb through to see what your page is all about and not have any of those things there. There is a way that I'll show you soon how to set up your email. But for the most part, that's how you log in. And it's basically what it looks like. There are some links to things to edit, and we'll get into editing pages in the very next video.